Let's see. Video going. Yep, we're good. All right.
Cool.
Confirmed backup. Awesome. It is time in 3, 2, 1.
Halfway 911, what is your emergency?
Yes, this is Jesus Christ, and I just broke into the Pizza Hut. I broke the window in. I'm here. Jesus is here now. He's back to earth.
All right, and so you don't work there?
No, I just broke in. Had a pizza. I'm Jesus.
And what was your name again?
My name is Jesus.
What's your last name, Jesus?
Christ.
Okay. And what do you look like?
I look like Jesus. What else do I supposed to look like?
Why'd you do that?
Because I'm Jesus. I can do whatever I want. We're tired of Judases on this earth. We're going to clean this earth up.
Where do you live at?
I don't. I'm from heaven.
How'd you get over to the Pizza Hut?
I'm from heaven, sir.
Okay. And did you break a front window?
Yeah, I broke the door window, sir.
And did you eat a pizza?
Yeah, had a Mountain Dew.
Non sequitur.
The Morning Stream. Prepare the Virgin. I don't like the sound of that.
Greetings and welcome to TMS. It's Wednesday, September 25th, and it is the morning stream for the year 2024. I'm Scott Johnson with Brian Ibbett. Hi, Brian.
Well, that old Scott is Jesus Christ.
I had a pizza and a Mountain Dew.
Here's the problem is that I didn't know this, even though I'm Jesus. They don't actually have ready-made pizzas at Pizza Hut. I actually had to roll the dough out. I had to get a can of tomato paste out, combine it with oregano and other spices.
That's actually a good question.
Sauce.
Did this guy, so this is an actual 911 call. I went on a tirade and found a bunch of these. How did he get said pizza if Pizza Hut doesn't keep him around?
Or you know, if there are any former Pizza Hut employees or even current Pizza Hut employees listening to this show, is there, like, do you say, we'll clean this, here's a leftover pizza, let's just clean this up in the morning?
Yeah.
Or
do you have a lot of them
people are suggesting trash can pizza, which I totally believe.
Oh, this guy, hell yeah, he would eat a trash can pizza for sure.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Personal trash can pizza, they call it.
That's right.
Wow, that's great. Yeah, no, I don't even know of I can't even think of a Pizza Hut around here that still has in-place dining. It's just all delivery now, I think.
Yeah,
I think they're like Domino's now. That's the way it works. But I miss, what are you looking, what am I trying to say? When we were kids, you and I, that was a cool place to go, man. They had like the checkered tablecloths and the big
those
pictures.
Red plastic cups, those ubiquitous thick, heavy red plastic cups.
It was awesome back in the day.
You could drop those, you could hurl those at the floor and they wouldn't crack.
Yeah. And back then we were talking like $7 for a huge family-sized pizza.
Yeah.
Oh, big pitcher of root beer.
Little arcade, five game arcade over in the corner, and pop a shot basketball or something.
And for a while in Utah, we had every Pizza Hut had one of my dad's games in it, and so we were.
Cool.
Yeah, that was every weekend we'd do that trip from St. George to Roy. Not every weekend, but I would often go with him, and we'd go all the way up and down the state and empty all the quarters out of everything. And most of the managers would give us free pizza while we were there. This is living the dream. It was great. It's like
that is totally living the dream.
Here's a Pac-Man. My dad's got to take the money out of it, do a little maintenance. Then he shuts it. And he's all right. Cling, 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 cling. Give me a bunch of free play. I would sit and play. He would go get pizza. Before you knew it, we were eating.
Pizza, go help yourself to as many refills of Coke as you want.
It was amazing, dude. Like I was living, I don't know how large, but that was large.
That is living the dream right there, for sure.
It was great, except for the time he electrocuted himself and flew across the room at a Pizza Hut. That was something.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it's a story to tell. But we'll save it for a different time because today, have you ever been a guest on somebody else's show? We've both done this. We've been guests on other people's shows.
No, absolutely. Yeah. One of the first things I learned in podcasting was don't say no.
Yeah.
You know, somebody asks you to be a guest on their show, you do it unless it's just a really awkward time of day. Like, we both work nights, so we can only record at 3:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
But hope you can do it, Brian. Is that cool?
Yeah, I don't want that, and I also don't want, and like if your whole show is about, I don't know, the magic of or let's say
Let's just say it. I'm not going to go on any shows where the subject is furries because I have no idea what that world. And you know what? I probably would anyway. Probably just to say, yeah, I don't know what your world is like. Tell me about that.
Yeah, I guess if that's the position they're putting you in.
How does it smell inside those things?
Yeah. Do you guys? Do you have a little? Do you have a hole out front that you can quickly get out of if you need to pee? Or I have questions. I have questions about the lifestyle. I do.
Yeah. So, okay. All right. So those of you with Furry Podcast, please invite Scott and I to be on your show.
Yeah. Let us know, will you? But here's the thing. I was on one. I'm not going to name any names, and I don't know when it's airing. I do know it won't happen till October sometime. So by then, everyone will have forgotten about this, and no one will try to seek it out because I'm not going to say what it was, at least for now. But I'm in the middle of this thing. I should have recorded my end. Dang it. You know how sometimes you do that as a backup? Like record your side?
Yeah, for sure.
I didn't do it this time. I wish I would have, because multiple times during this interview, it was a quiet one, meaning, unlike you and me where we're constantly going back and forth.
Sure.
A lot of pauses and thinking, and it's fine. The pace of it is just different. Yep. And in between statements, big old drill it into the chair sounding farts. Like
really
loud ones, not from me, from this other person.
Yourself. Gotcha.
It wasn't me, and I kept hearing them. So it'd be like, so let me ask you about the 90s and when you would and like all these questions. When you first started drawing, like just wall shattering, shaking, freaking fart noises happening. And this person is acting like they have no idea that I can hear this, that it's audible. And it is fart. They were 100% these were farts.
You're 100% sure, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It wasn't chairs. It wasn't like moving around or any of that.
There must not be a TMS listener, right?
No, it was not a lot. Yeah, I wouldn't do it here. I definitely wouldn't
outside of this world, yeah.
Yeah, outside of this world, somebody, I can say this much, that somebody who normally I don't have any circles with, or big units with, as Leo would say. And they just contacted me out of the blue and just said, hey, we're interested, we understand you do this and this and this, and we think you'd be perfect for a thing. And I agreed and said, that's fine. And this is like 2 weeks ago, and it finally came around, and I was like, all right, here we go. And for most of it, it was a very pleasant experience. Had a good time. Every few minutes. It was really something, dude. And then, no offense, the guy might have like some kind of chronic freaking fart thing going on. I don't know.
Exactly.
But
and the last thing you want to do is say, you know what, can we postpone the interview? I've got really bad gas today.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to do that.
No,
right?
they're not going to do that. But it did feel like it was somebody who thought their microphone wasn't picking it up. That's how it felt.
Sure.
Yeah.
The Wraith 86 asks, are you sure it wasn't a bit like with your sister?
Oh,
like,
I'm positive. Positive.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're sure it wasn't like, let's see if how many times I can get one of these in and see if he mentions it or
No, it's like this. You'll know the type. This is unlike TMS or even half the other crap we do. Mm-hmm. This is a thing that is surrounded in kind of corporate professionalism. I don't know how else to describe it, but very like, welcome to yet another thing. And they've got a long history of these things, and they're all very, very straightforward, very planned out, very to the minute when you're ending it, that kind of thing. It's not like a joke show where we got another one. It's not like that.
Right. Okay, good. All right.
So I don't, again, I would feel terrible if I outed them, but I'd be very curious when it comes out. And when it does come out, I will listen to it. Yeah. And most of you won't even know because, again, it's not in our circles. This is more like a corporate-y, how does podcasting work kind of deal.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
And when I hear it, I'm going to listen for this. And if any of it made it to the final edit, I'll share it then. But for now, I'm going to wait and see. All right.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Good. Oh, I can't wait. This is fantastic.
Everyone's like, is it Rogan? Is it Leo? Is it? No, it's nobody you know. Yeah, it's nobody you know. I promise. All right.
Right.
All right, so that was that. Hey, I have something so awesome.
Johnson's got a big.
How's Brian Ibbett doing?
Right, exactly.
All right, we have a listener named Trevor. He lives in Utah, and I was blown away by this because I thought what he was sending me. Okay, so he sends me this link. He says he's been working on. I'll tell you what he said about it. It's got his.
All right.
It's got his.
I'm going to
thing
click
here.
the link for right now, but I'm not going to do anything with it until you tell me to do something with it.
It says up top. This site was made by Trevor, a TMS listener in Utah. Search TMS will allow you to search the backlog of the morning stream. I read that and went, oh, somebody made a nice way to go through our old notes that are part of the RSS feed.
Oh, sure. Right. Do a little search for it. Yeah, exactly.
This is so much cooler than that.
Really? Okay.
So,
All right.
So watch this. If you search for, I'm going to hit start searching.
Yeah.
Here, I'll put it up so people can see the results so they know that I'm not making this up. This is so awesome. All right. So I'm going to search for, I'm just going to search for the word.
Is this transcript searching?
This is searching actual content. And not only that, timestamps as to when it was said.
Wow.
So I look
Holy cow.
I look
Okay.
for the
All
word.
right.
I just did this randomly today, not even planned. I'd look for the word donkey, and it says top result TMS 2347 towel sniffing dogs was the episode, and it gives me a timestamp of about 49 minutes into the thing. I'm going to hit play. Let's see what it says.
Yeah.
Differences? Do you?
I mean, I don't, but I don't know what either of them look like. I'm sure if you put them side by side,
Yeah,
you'd
that's
be able
true.
to tell the difference. Maybe they have a handy infographic.
It goes on, and now I could let it play, but it basically gets to a line where we say, oh, that one's definitely a donkey, clearly a donkey. Well, anyway, that's bad.
Yeah.
So don't. I guess donkeys are not, what's the word? Not endangered species. Like we had a whole conversation about donkeys.
Wow, and it has all that. That is amazing.
Absolutely awesome. Like, I don't even know what to say about this. I don't even know how it's doing it. How does it know that quickly?
Yeah, no kidding.
Did he already, I'd have to talk to him, but my guess is he's already transcripted all the episodes into a database, and
Yeah.
that's the data that's being scrubbed. But how does it know where to go in the episode? Like,
Yeah, no kidding. Right. Well, I mean, obviously, if it's doing a transcript, it knows at which point that was said.
let's do not supposed to be black.
I did Dear Martha let's see if I can find our earliest mention of Dear Martha.
Let's see. Oh, that's a good idea. See, that's what I want to do is I want to find some origin story stuff for memes and
Yeah.
things. Like scooters. If I look for scooters,
Oh, scooters. That's good. God, that's going to be like episode 10 or something.
it's going to go all the way back. Let's see. 2011.
Oh my God. I can finally listen to all of every time we played sausage and see which one was the longest and like watch it grow longer with every mention.
Exactly. Anyway, I just think this is so freaking rad.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
That's really great. What a stud.
Yeah, search tms.com. Oh, are we able to give the
Oh, we totally can. Search tms.com. Yep. Yeah, feel free to use it.
tms.com/search, or do you need the /search?
No,
What do
you can
get?
just go to .com.
Oh,
and
you
it gives
just
you
did. Okay,
it gives you a little breakdown of why he's doing this and who he is and stuff.
I like that his examples. All right, Trevor, you're the best. Examples of suggested search style: getting hit by the blue shell in Mario Kart, put the hot dog in the middle of tortilla, 3D printer broken again. Come on, I don't. Has that come up a lot?
I don't know. I'm going to search for it. Let's find out.
Really funny.
Let's see what happens if I search for it.
3D printer broken again.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
I mean, how fuzzy is the search, right? Like if I say, my 3D printer is broken again, will it still find 3D printer broken?
Well, here, 1503, it says this was an episode
sure
called
enough.
Squid Left His Business Insider. And the first line is got my 3D printer working again, which I think is probably you. Let's see if it plays the audio there.
Yeah, Emily got my 3D printer working again. Remember, it was having the issue where
Sure enough, dude.
2018, look at that. Nice.
Gosh dang it, this is cool. You guys, talented as hell. Trevor, you're the man, and you guys should have this handy. This is like quick TMS or quick film or filmsack dot. What is it? Quicksack dot.
Quicksack.li.
Jeez Louise,
Yeah,
I
this
can't
is
think of it.
amazing. I know. This is fantastic.
So,
Wow.
so bookmark that shit and use it all you want to find where we have said a thing where we claim we didn't say it or whatever.
Gosh, yeah, no kidding. Oh man, you can see what's a recent celebrity death.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, we can see when our most recent mention of a celebrity is when one of them dies.
Oh my gosh, dude. All right, let's
see.
find
James
out.
Earl Jones search.
I can search like for Nimoy or whoever, right?
Yeah, 2012, 2011, 2011, 2011, 2016, 2020. How does it decide, by the way? It's not putting them in chronological order. How does it decide?
It must be prominence of the word, right? I would assume.
I think so. Yeah, our most recent mention of James Earl Jones, according to this, is in 2020. I mean, obviously, I'm sure we mentioned him on the show here after he passed, but
Right.
let's see here.
I'm going to look for how many times we say Claire
Oh, good Lord.
or when that maybe started. Yeah, it doesn't. He may add this, but it currently doesn't have a sorting option through chronological or first time said or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So that could be useful. But the man, overall, what a rad thing.
This is amazing. Yeah. Also, I noticed that your naming convention for our files changed at some point where we just, instead of the morning stream, we just have TMS.
Yeah, I did that back in 2012, something like that. I mean, I still have all the files, but they did. They definitely changed. TMS _, and then a new number is how we do it now.
Wow.
Look up the best of
right.
TMS 2015. I mean, I don't think we would have to have said that line, Rainbow Bright. Maybe we did. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's just do that real quick.
Oh, Trevor's in here? Oh, look at that. Okay, Trevor's actually in here. The backlog of episodes only goes up to December 2023. Oh, okay, so...
Oh, okay, I got you.
Nothing
too
newer,
recent.
nothing from this year. Okay.
All right, well, you can't blame us for Darth Vader's death then, because we don't have proof of it. All right, everybody?
Right.
Well, that's great.
Amy says Red on Airlight, and I'm not sure. Are you saying... Do we find the first occurrence of we know the first occurrence of the Red on Airlight because it was a Bill segment, but
it was.
Or did we actually invoke the Red on Airlight?
Yeah, that's the question. So I see the oldest we have a reference to Red on Airlight is 2019. Did it really start just then? That's probably about right. Oh yeah, that's it right here. Check it out.
I have the dude
Oh my God! Check out that Red on Airlight on top of that briefcase.
dipping your sack to make something wonderful.
On air.
Oh, it's in the start of the show, but I think that's the one.
Because we used it as one of our show titles.
October 22nd, 2019. Wow.
Wow, we're almost coming up on the 5-year anniversary of the Red on Airlight.
Pre-pandemic stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's awesome. Trevor, you're awesome.
Can't really tell a difference in our voices. Pre-pandemic, we're like, hey, all right,
Hey,
morning
guys.
stream, yeah. 2022. All right, coming up on the morning stream.
I mean, there was a moment there where I feel like everything in our lives tonally took a turn. Not that the show, but just like the world, and I don't know. There's probably a way to tell. If you go back and dig hard enough, you could find the tone change. That's amazing. I love it. Trevor, you're the man.
Great.
Utah only makes cool people. We've proven it once again.
No kidding. Take that guy out to lunch and buy him, give him something with pink sauce.
I would love to go to lunch with Trevor. Trevor, look me up. Hook me up, look me up.
Yeah.
Find me. Talk to me.
Everything you say, by the way. You know it.
Yeah. This stuff's going to be very searchable on his website soon. All right. Let's also get to this quick message we got from somebody with a correction. Not really a correction, but a thing that I didn't even know, and apparently he thinks you would have known. Here's what it says. Hey, Scupper and Bilge. On episode 2676, you were talking about the Whataburger app and power outages in Houston. Scott mentioned Hurricane Beryl and had never heard that name. While it's an old name, I'm surprised Brian didn't recognize Gopher's first name from the Love Boat. His name was Beryl?
No.
That's
They would have had a Beryl, Gopher, and Merrill Stubing.
Let's see.
This is my ship, and my Captain Merrill and my other Gopher Beryl.
All right. Fred Grandy played the character. Let's see if we can find out.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Pretty soon we'll just be able to use...
it's Beryl. It's not Beryl.
But it is Beryl, really. B-E-R-L?
B-U-R-L, it says.
Beryl, like Beryl Lives.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I still don't know what a purser is. He's the ship's purser. I don't know what that means. I've never known what that means.
That means when you ask him for something, you go...
You pursed your lips.
You pursed your lips. That's for our visual. See, as a visual joke.
That's
for
as
our
close.
YouTube viewer.
Yeah, that was a digital kiss from Brian is what you got there.
That's right.
Well, that's fantastic. Thank you for that update, anonymous
Beryl,
person.
Okay. It's still kind of funny that a Beryl and a Merrill.
Yeah, Beryl and Merrill. Oh, my Lord.
Julie and Doc was Adam something, right?
Oh.
Adam Bricker?
Was he? I don't remember. Let's see.
If that's the case, then I feel great for pulling that out and also a little disappointed myself.
What was what was his last name? Dr.
Isaac Washington Bricker, Adam Bricker, right? Was
Bricker?
the doctor?
Let's see.
Dr. Adam Bricker?
I'm trying to find a...
Don't
there
give
we
him
go.
your phone.
You're right.
Brick-
Adam Doc Bricker. You're right.
Yeah. Okay.
Fred Grandy was your yeoman purser Burl Gopher Smith. Ted Lang was
Nomen purser. Yeah.
I love how they're all your bartender, Isaac Washington.
Well, yes, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's how isn't that how they did on the first, on the pilot? Your captain, Meryl Stubing.
Mm-hmm.
Your.
That's how you get. That's the good. That's good customer service on your boat.
It is exactly.
Yeah.
Your captain's daughter, Vicky Stubing.
Your annoying captain's daughter who shows up in the TV movie. Fantastic.
Yes. Your comptroller, Larry Kamelka.
There you go. Now, I have a final thing to say before we get to Tadpooly Feud that I want to tell people about. I'm excited about this because I've been waiting too long to put it up. I finally put it up last night.
It is rad.
Limited edition morning stream mixtape. It's a 4-inch die cut sticker. This is very limited, meaning once they are gone, they are gone. And I think there's only going to be like 100 of them.
Oh, really?
I think so. I think that's our limit. Anyway, it is artwork by me. Basically, I hand drew a cassette tape, and on this colorful cassette tape, we have the morning stream all written out in purple marker, made it look like an old school, Magnavox tape or something. And then down underneath the two spirals are our names, our signatures, Scott Johnson, Brian Ibbett, right next to each other. Sure. And it is 4 inches wide, nice big sticker. This vinyl sticker will look great on your water bottle, your freaking computer, whatever. Best part is shipping is free no matter where you order it.
Wow!
Free shipping. That means all you international weirdos will get free shipping on it. It's available now at frogpants.shop. And all you got to do is go over there and click on the limited edition morning stream mixtape 4-inch die cut sticker, and you're in.
Nicely done.
Get them while they're hot. All right.
The perspective is freaking gorgeous on this thing, by the way.
It was fun to do.
It's dynamic.
I almost did flat straight on.
Yeah.
I have a sketch of that that I almost finished, and I just went, that's not as cool as if we gave this a little. It took me way longer to do the perspective one because literally this is like high school where I got to pull out the protractors and shit, except I'm doing it digitally. But I got to I have to draw it differently, and it's a lot more complicated. So I hope people appreciate that. But it was really fun to do, and it's fun because if you zoom in on like the,
you got the number, like the indentation of the numbers, like
my little screws. Look at my little screws there on the corner.
Little screws, like a little rusty. The fact that the edges of the sticker get a little oily, and it kind of makes the sticker semi-transparent around the edges and stuff.
Yeah, the best part is if a really smart hacker type could lift our signatures and do bank fraud in our name.
As if I used that signature for anything but actually signing autographs.
Sure.
Come on.
Come on now. A store, of course, is a tab up on the frogpants.com site, but if you want to go directly there, it's frogpants.shop, and they are available now and will go quickly, so get your hands on them whilst they last.
And somebody did not be kind of rewind. By the way, tell me, are the little tabs broken out at the top of this cassette, or are they still intact?
That's a good question. I guess we'll never know because the perspective's wrong. But yeah, I can tell you I got it nice and tight, though, at the beginning of the tape with a pencil. I got a pencil in there. And
yeah. Cool, good.
Yeah.
And wound it up.
I did all that.
It's actually related to a T-shirt idea I want to do, and maybe I'll talk to you afterwards about
that'd be awesome.
Killer idea.
Okay, yeah. I love killer ideas.
Yes.
Let's see about Dunaway. He's a killer idea. If you ask his mom and dad, he was an idea one night, and they had sweet, sweet love, and then he came out the other end. And we're glad that happened. When moms and dads really love each other.
It's charging shipping. All right, we'll look at that after the. Scott, look at that after the show.
Oh, you know what? Let me. My daughter is at the Wings here. She's the one who set it up.
The Wings. Nice.
Hey, the thing is charging shipping. Can you fix that real quick? People are ordering. Oh, hi, Dunaway. All right, let's play Dunaway.
Almost like he's dictating, but he's not.
He's not.
He's typing.
I'm typing, you guys. All right, why won't that play? Oh, there we go. Brian Dunaway joins us all the way from South Carolina and is part of today's Tadpooly Feud. Brian, welcome to the show. How are you?
Oh, hi, Scott and Brian. How's it going?
Real good. Real good, man. How are you doing? You doing all right? You having a good time?
I can't complain. Well, I will. Okay, let me tell you something. All right, so I went and got a lunch real quick.
Yeah.
And I was in a hurry. And I got something I don't usually get, which was like a ham and cheese croissant.
Sounds all right.
I was warming it up, and I was like, oh, no. that boar's head thing is going on. I wonder if they used boar's head meat. So of course I didn't get to enjoy my food because I'm sitting there thinking,
the whole time.
should I even eat this? Should I just throw it away?
So,
and it's like, oh.
tell me something, and I hope I'm not wrong. But what I'm visualizing is one of those vending machines that has a long, tall window and a rotating cabinet of little individual jail cells, each one containing a sandwich that you'll have to...
a death wish? No, this is especially sandwich from down the street at a coffee shop deli.
Good. Okay, thank goodness.
Jeez.
All right, good.
Yeah,
I wouldn't worry about those things. The things in the little rotating things, they don't use boar's head. That's
no, they definitely
that's not even meat.
You'd have better luck with the boar's head.
But now I have to spend the next 24 to 48 hours going, why is my stomach feels funny? Is that it? Do I have the boar's head?
Yeah, you don't want that. I love a good ham on croissant though. That's very good.
Yes.
Right.
If you gotta eat it, you can't eat at your desk because you will be picking little pieces of croissant off of your desk forever.
Oh yeah, don't.
I've already got them. Yeah, no, they go right into the keyboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, you eat it over a plate or over the sink. As Tina probably would make me do. Eat it over the sink, Brian.
Yeah. What are you doing, Brian?
Eat it over the sink.
And it won't matter because you'll get it caught all in your little Hawaiian shirt and you'll walk around for the rest of the day knocking them off everywhere.
Yeah. Every time I take a shirt off at the end of the night, I have to check the pocket and make sure there's no little pieces of food.
I can see by the side of the bed.
I
can see by the side of the bed, like tossing it out, like snapping it, like you do, like when you're outside, snapping your sheets.
Snap the sheets. Yeah.
No
way. Are you kidding me? I might find a piece of cashew in here, or a loose popcorn kernel.
I almost washed some earbuds yesterday doing that. I had to be careful. I got to check my pants more often. Yeah, I do that all the time. Speaking of all the time, we have never had all the time this guy named Bash on the show. So he's on here. Hi, Bash. How are you?
Good morning.
Good morning. Ooh, he's very. You're chilling me out. You got like ASMR voice. I like it. Have you ever been?
Could you tell us a little bit of a story?
Yeah,
where are you calling from, Bash?
I'm in Los Angeles.
Nice. Which part?
Like proper or one of those silly little cities around it?
I'm in Burbank.
Oh, okay.
Okay, cool.
Nothing wrong with that. You could go to
Vision City.
Yeah, go to a Carson taping or something if you want. Oh, wait, he's dead.
Probably not. Yeah. Taping him inside his coffin. Whoops.
Does Fallon still tape in LA? Do they not?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you
Kimmel and Fallon and
if you had to pick one of the current late night talk show hosts that you would most want to be in their audience for, Brian, who would you choose?
Yes, this Brian or that Brian?
You, Brian. Sorry, Brian Ibbett.
Kimmel's the one that I watch on the regular. I've been watching a lot of Seth Meyers. Like basically in YouTube, I get the Seth Meyers, and now it's time for a closer look. And those always crack me up. Seth Meyers is brilliant. Jimmy Kimmel is just all around funny to me. So it'd probably be one of those two, and probably Kimmel would be the
I'm
two.
more Seth Meyers. I find Jimmy Kimmel, who I like just fine, sure, but he's a little mean. I don't know why.
He's also the worst Academy Awards host we've ever had. The worst. The failing ABC. They should fire him.
He really doesn't like him.
It really does.
They do not like each other. Yeah, there's a little bit of a thing there. But I think for me, it would be one of the Jon Stewart nights on The Daily Show I'd want to see. Because they all tape around the same times, like 4 PM. So if you're gonna, and technically The Daily Show's a nighttime thing, right? Even though it's they air it at night. So yeah, I'd go see. I'd see Stewart.
4:30. They air it at night.
I'd see Stewart if I could. That would be my pick. And it'd be Letterman before that. That'd be my all timer.
Stewart only does. Is he still just doing 1 day a week, or is he even doing that?
I thought he was doing most of the days, and then he was only gone for a couple, except when he had COVID, and then they came in again. But I thought he was doing more than one. I could be wrong, but I thought it was.
So, guest, how does it feel to just say where you're from and then have to listen to 20 minutes of people talk about something else?
Old men reminisce about talk shows.
That's right. Back in my day, Conan O'Brien ruled the late night airwaves. Anyway, it's good to have you here, Bash. Let's play a game. Brian, explain these rules to Bash, and let's see who can win what today.
Absolutely. It's time to play the Tadpool Feud. I've surveyed the Tadpool on some nerdy topics, and Scott and Brian have to predict the answers that they gave us. It is their job to see how many of those answers they can guess. Bash, your job is more important than ever, and your timing is impeccable because you're going to be working with either Scott or Brian. If your team wins, you'll get a prize package that includes Codex of Victory and Religion, courtesy of Louis Loya.
Nice.
Yes.
All right. Excellent. These are great games.
You're wondering why I said your timing was impeccable. You're about to find out. Scott and Brian, put your hands on your buzzers. We asked 523 Tadpoolers to name a comic book sound effect.
Oh my God.
Brian with the rare beating Scott at the buzzer. Yes, Brian, what you got?
Boink.
Boink. Show me boink.
Come on.
The Wolverine schnicked or snicked or however you say it.
Yeah, sure. I'm the best at what I do, and what I do isn't very nice.
Yeah.
Number 3 on the board.
Nice.
It means you automatically get Bash, who is also a comic book sound effect.
Yeah, you are a comic. That's actually amazing. We didn't plan on that.
That's why I said his timing was impeccable. It was very, very clever timing.
Will he be on the top 10 though?
Right? Will he? Yes.
Well, what do you think, Bash? My mind immediately goes to a couple of them, but let's get our guests' input. What do you like?
I like Spider-Man's.
Oh, Thwip. His Thwip.
Thwip is a great one.
Oh, I like that.
Sure.
Let's do it. Spider-Man's Thwip, please.
Web shooters don't fail me now. Show me Thwip.
Okay.
Damn right.
Funniest thing in Deadpool versus Wolverine, or Deadpool Wolverine.
What happened with the Thwip thing? I don't remember. There was a
when he's sitting there and he's in the car, he's riding passenger. Deadpool is.
Oh.
Jackman's done told him to chill out, and he's like, everything going.
Yes.
Yeah, that was great. It was subtle. I'd forgotten
great.
about it. I'm glad you reminded me. I can't wait to see that on home.
I laughed.
I need that.
Oh
to come
yeah,
out.
October 22nd. It comes home.
Jeez. Do you remember when we were growing up? You wouldn't see a movie for like a year and a half after it.
Yeah.
was in theaters.
Exactly. I missed it in the theaters. That's all right. It'll be out in 18 months. You
Yeah.
can watch it at home then.
It's ridiculous. All right. I like the term. I like the term. Oh, you know what? We'll do it kind of like Bash's name, although it's not quite that. But anyway, Bamf. The Bamf.
Oh, Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler
Bamfs. Yeah, I love that.
Let's
That's
try
one of my
that.
favorites.
It's one of my favorites too. And it's funny how many people spelled it with a PH. Show me Bamf. Yeah. BAMF.
Fourth.
Because he's a badass mother. Watch your mouth. But I'm talking about Nightcrawler.
Yeah. They put that on what's his name's belt in Overwatch before they changed his name. I think it's still there. Yeah. He's not McCree
Nice.
anymore. He's called Jesse Charles. I don't remember.
Do you know who had a wallet with Bamf on printed on it?
Probably you. No?
No, but it would be cool if I did. No, Jules, Samuel Jackson's character in Pulp Fiction.
Oh.
Like,
yeah, he brings out that big old wallet. Yeah.
It's like, look in your bag for a wallet. How do I know which one is yours? It's the one that's got badass.
I didn't know that. I don't remember that. All right. How do you feel about Choom there, Bash? What do you think of that? Choom.
I like it. Sounds good.
All right, Choom.
This is like when Hulk would smash his hands together to create a big wave of stuff, and it would go Choom.
Choom.
Yep. All right. Show me Choom.
Oh, no. I like Choom. Choom is good.
Choom, not even on the list. No, nobody said any form of Choom. Are you like, yeah, Choom? No, no Choom.
Boo. All right, that's fine. Brian.
All right.
Yeah.
Run away. What you got?
Choom or not to choom, I'm going with Pow.
Pow?
Pow. Look at that. He said pow so hard his microphone broke.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said POW.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Yeah.
Not prisoner of war. Power. Short for power. Pow right in the face. Pow.
Sure. Pow right in the kisser. Show me pow.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Number one answer on the board. Lots of pow.
There it is.
That makes sense. We should have gone for the more low-hanging fruit, I suppose.
Yeah.
Continue picking that fruit, Dunaway. What else you got?
Well, I'm going to continue to go through my catalog of brain imagery that is the 60s Batman. And I want to say it was Pow. Bop was in there. Bop.
Okay.
Sure.
P.
Bop.
Yeah. Bop.
Bop.
Give me a bop.
Pow,
Yeah,
pow.
like Hanson sang it.
bop.
Yeah,
Yep.
right.
Yeah.
That's
Or
great.
the unskinny bop. When when it was Fat Adam West.
Adam West. I heard he went all night to get lucky all the time. I heard he
All the
was-
time.
Had him lined up.
Oh, yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
There are stories about those two, him and Robin. They were both pretty.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right. What'd you say? Was your answer again, Bob? Sure. Show me. And all this time, I forgot what you said. Show me Bop.
Well, that was a long
It was
one.
a long one. Yeah. Just a little tease there. Bop was tied for last place, 34th on the list.
Wow.
All right.
All right.
What do you
All
think, Bash, of the word kapow? I feel like it's dangerously
that's a good
close
one.
to
That's a
either.
kapow.
It's
That's a
either
good one.
perfect or no one thought of it. There's no in between on this one. So what do you think? I don't want to do this without your blessing.
I think it might be too close to pow.
Oh yeah, good point. It's just to see. This is why you asked.
I could give you that I would separate kapow and pow for sure.
You wouldn't combine them.
I would not combine them because they are two different noises. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else you got? Anything else burning a hole there? What else you got?
Thinking of the Batman TV show, I think Wham came up a lot.
Ooh, Wham's pretty good.
one.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Pick me up before you go.
Pick me up before you nailed it.
Yeah, all right, you going with Wham?
Yeah, do it.
Right by my house on your way. Show me. Let's make it big with Wham. Woo! Number 5 on the list. Yeah.
There you go.
That's good points right there.
Yep.
Okay, I like
The
that.
score is 18-1 with Scott and Bash leading.
Wow.
Yeah.
Killing me.
How about I'm trying to not get too crazy because I know we're missing some of these. Like,
Yeah, number 2, not even selected yet. Hasn't even been figured out.
do we have is boom on here?
Boom.
Let's do boom. Let's give a boom
Is that
a
the
shot.
only sound effect you use for explosives?
I mean,
Yeah,
I can't think of anything else.
there's
Yeah.
also thoom and boom, and there's lots of booms.
Yeah,
but
and
let's just
apparently choom in somebody's world. Go with boom.
yeah, let's go with boom.
Boom.
All right, show me boom.
Oh my
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding.
what's the-
What? Boom number 20 in the list.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, Brian.
All
By
right.
the way, what you got? We got 5 answers
Um,
still on the board. You're trailing by 17 points.
I'm seeing zap in my head.
Sure.
I don't
why
know
not?
if it's even right, but zap.
I mean, you've got a ray gun, a laser gun.
Yeah,
You're gonna
right.
pull the trigger. What's it gonna do? It's gonna zap. All right, show me zap.
Oh my gosh, number 11.
That is the number
Holy
11
hell.
bonus guess answer.
Holy
so,
hell.
Shit, Louise. All right, bam or zap.
Yeah. so pick one that's just a little bit more
The only
popular
one-
than that.
Right. The only things I can think of are like 3-letter things like pow, bop. We already said bop, right? We did that. It failed.
Yep.
Zap. Did I say pop already?
No,
Pop.
you haven't said pop.
Is that one? Pop.
Sure. All right. Sure. Show
There gotta
me
be balloons popping in comics. Come on.
Sure.
You gotta,
pop. I feel like we're about to start singing the Cell Block Tango from Chicago.
Great.
Show me pop.
Oh, it's a shame.
Pop way down at number 20. I'm sorry, 31. 31 in the list.
All right.
thud.
What do you think? What do you think,
Should've
Bash?
thought of
What you got? Anything else that you want to try? You've been lucky with yours. I feel like I'm failing horribly, so I'm going to rely on you on this one.
I think bang.
Bang.
Ooh.
Oh, like a
there's
gun.
the explosive stuff. That makes sense.
Duh, bang, of course, bang. Bang
Sure.
Bang's a perfect one. Let's do bang.
All right, show me
Bang,
bang.
Are you
Bang, right there. Bang. Surprisingly, bang. Not even number 22 on the list. Yeah.
Wow.
Whoa, Brian went internety. You guys hearing Brian being
Love
internety, or is it just me?
I did. That's fine.
Yeah,
How you doing now?
You're also
Oh,
frozen.
fine.
Hold on.
Oh, really?
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, this doesn't sound like the usual cutout. This is
Tina,
like
give me my super suit.
This is this is more like internet went weird. Hold on, let's see. Is it me? Might be me. Let me double check.
Still sounding weird. What's going on?
Yeah, you sound really like
because my listening to myself sound okay, and I see my green line light working just fine. So
Yeah, you sound like. Let me try changing regions real quick here.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Brian, Dunaway, I don't sound different to you. I sound normal.
No, you sound great.
All right,
yeah.
let me.
I'm assuming I sound okay as well.
Let me swap around. I'm going to go to U.S. Central. We'll try that. All right, Dunaway, Brian, go ahead.
let's talk now. How's this?
Same.
Oh man.
Yeah, it
Same?
sounds like internet's going to poo-poo. Let's
Mr.
see.
Poo Poo.
I don't have anything going right now.
Just close your porn tab. And just you don't need to leave any
Is video am I
comments.
still frozen view-wise?
Yeah, video. Well, it keeps like hanging and then moving and then hanging and moving. Oh, now you got no
Weird.
video. Oh, now you're back.
Well, I turned it off. I turned it off and turned it back on again.
Yeah,
Let's see if that-
it's still the same. This reminds me of the sound Skype used to make way back in the day.
really weird.
Remember those
Okay.
days? Those are good days.
I'll disconnect and reconnect in. I'm only seeing like whatever region you switch to. I only got one bar in our region down the bottom left.
Oh, the little green. I can try.
Yeah.
Let me swap back to east or west. See what happens. How about now? Do you see it?
It's much better.
He's
He's not lacking at all.
I'll just, yeah, right. I'll just wait. I'll disconnect and reconnect in Discord and see.
All right.
Yeah, I'm still showing just one red thing. Are you guys seeing one red thing?
No,
Everybody's
it's
connected?
full green for us. All green on this.
Weird.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, disconnecting and reconnecting.
All right.
Restart Discord.
All right. Cool. I'm gonna pause.
You've heard me.
Yeah.
Because I'll hear a
Yeah.
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 All right.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I can hear you. Yes.
Yeah. We'll make this work. All right. So Dunaway, it's your
Right.
turn, right? Is that where we were?
It's my turn. I'm going with splat.
Splat.
Splat. Okay.
Splat. Oh, I don't like how I said that. In that case, I'm going with.
I think
I just
he's.
want to make sure I heard you because it sounded to me like you said splat with a P at the end.
Yeah.
Okay, splat. All right, that's what's
All right,
way better.
splat.
Way
All
better.
right. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Show me splat. Yeah.
That's a shame.
Splat. Number 4, no. It's at least better than you guys have been with your bad guesses. Let's see here.
Not sure what you just said.
Yeah,
Keep
let's
going.
get to the rest of these, and hopefully you guys can hear me as I say what the rest of these are. Number 2. Nobody ever said bam.
Bam! I
Oh,
said bam while he was
bam.
gone away. Dadgummit.
You did say
Would've
bam.
mattered.
You said bam while you were thinking about stuff you hadn't used, and now you should have used it.
Yeah.
What were you
I shoulda
thinking?
Used
Yeah.
it. I should have believed in myself. Bam it.
Dummy.
Yes. Monica was really trying to push Biff and Bap.
Oh yeah. Bill.
I think Bap more than Biff, but Biff, number 7, right here.
Oh, not bad.
You're my identity.
Blam. You know, not
Oh, yeah,
quite
Blam.
Bam or Bam,
Yeah,
but Blam. Number 8.
Blam.
Oh,
You guys,
blam.
I don't know why you know it. I told you, yes, it was split pow and kapow. I told you, I said, yeah, I would put those as 2 separate.
Oh yeah.
Ah, damn
Number
it.
9, that would be some good points right there.
Damn it.
And finally, whack for number 10.
Thwack.
Whack.
Like you're getting
How did
slapped.
that make it in?
Well, look, Batman's got to hit you. He's got to backhand you while you're
Right.
doing shitty things in
Right.
Gotham. Yeah.
Shut up, Robin.
That's right.
Thwack.
Thwack.
Some of the other ones, kaboom, thwap, boing, boing we talked about,
Boing.
whap, bonk, whoosh, blammo. Anything when you add an mo to the end of anything that ends with an M, it's even better. Zoink, boink, which we mentioned.
Zoinks.
Oof, zing. Bap was number 26 in the list. Boop, doink, doink, whap, kablam, lump, arg, aye, bong, boop, boonk with 2 O's, boosh, crack, crunch, fap. I don't know what comic.
Fap. Oh
Fap.
my God, that's
Holy
not the
shit.
right kind of comic book.
Mm-mm.
One person said furt, and it's funny because the little tadpole's like, I bet furt's number 2 because this is the tadpole.
Yeah.
Kachow, Cthulhu, Krakathoom.
Krakathoom, that was the
Yeah,
one.
Krakathoom, that's a great one.
Krakathoom.
Way down. Only one person said it. Krakathoom, though, is a great one.
That's a great one.
Let's see. Poofed, rat-a-tat-a-tat,
Rat-a-tat-a-tat.
points,
You're reading a gangster.
skadoosh,
Skadoosh.
vroom, whack, whiz, wapa,
Whiz, yeah.
Yeah. Well, pa.
and finally, zot.
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 Yeah.
Yes.
Zot, Kneel before Zot. That's fantastic. We made out most of that, but also in the crustiest way possible. And that somehow that worked for sound effects. I don't know why.
It worked anyway.
Enhanced it.
Yeah.
Well done. This means that our good pal here, Bash337, is the winner. And Bash, you've been very patient. You've sat here and given us good help, and you've also walked away with these prizes: Codex of Victory and Re-Legion, both on Steam, coming to you directly. Brian will send it to you via Discord. And you were awesome. I hope you're on here again. You just seem like a chill dude to be fun to hang around with.
Totally,
dude. Yeah.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Thanks, man.
Right.
All right, you bet.
Congratulations.
He's out there.
He's like this.
He's very chill.
You know what? I admire
he has to go back to his job announcing golf tournaments.
Yeah. Right. And by the way, Brian, you sound a little better now. Send me video and we'll see if it's cleared up.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna reboot the. Is it better or is it good?
It's good. It's a lot better. Like good better.
Okay.
Like normal better. So try.
It was Bash. Bash was affecting her.
Bash was rerouting all of our traffic.
Yeah.
That's right. Exactly.
Your video is like a little crusty, but it's moving, and your voice is sounding better. So I think we're on the. What does the little green light say? You getting a better thing down there?
Full bars on voice connected now.
All right, sweet. I think maybe we're okay.
I'm getting full bars.
Getting full bars, babies. Tell you what else you're gonna get. You're gonna get a full mouthful of a belly full, you might say, of this weekend's edition of Play Retro. We're gonna talk about Super Mario Brothers 2, aka Doki Doki Panic. Oh, you guys don't even know how that story went. It is crazy that game even got made. So get your Birdo fandom out. Whip it out.
Whip it.
Let's pull up some turnips by the root and toss them at each other on Friday. Brian, how do you feel about that, Mr. Dunaway?
I feel pretty good. I've been getting my butt handed to me all week because I also played that Super Mario Lost Levels thing that the Japanese got as their Super Mario 2, and it's hard.
Mm-hmm. They weren't kidding about those lost levels. They were lost for a reason. They were hard.
Right. Rage quit.
Yeah, we got those later with SNES stuff, but we're going to talk all about it. It's a fun dip into gaming history. So please tune in 1:30 Mountain Time over at frogpants.tv on Friday, 1:30 Mountain Time. Please be there. If you're not there and you want just the podcast, go to frogpants.com/playretro. Brian Dunaway, kiss my butt.
Doki.
Yeah, you're sounding fine now, so I think you're
weird.
Whatever it was, it cleared up. That was funky.
Somebody accidentally tripped over a cable somewhere between Colorado and Utah.
Yeah, those jerks. Somewhere in Green River. That's where it all happens.
That's right. How's my video, by the way? Video good?
Doing pretty good. It's a little on the just the muddy side, but it's not choppy or frozen anymore. Weird. So I think you're good for now. Hopefully it sticks. Hey, we're going to take a break. Speaking of sticking, we're going to stick to the plan. And when we get back from this break, we're going to spend some time with Tom Merritt. We're going to talk about technology. Who knows what stories are swirling around his drain today? We'll find out here shortly after this song break that Brian has brought.
Yeah, these guys are on tour now with Kings of Leon. We like Kings of Leon. And you're going to like these guys. This is a band called Phantogram, a brand new single, which is going to come out on their 5th album on October 15th. The album is called Memory of a Day. This is Sarah Barthel and Josh Carter and the band Phantogram doing the song It Wasn't Meant to Be.
Welcome to a world where the afterlife is stranger than you ever imagined.
I used to sit in my room for 2 days at a time smoking crack.
Welcome back to the program, everybody. Remind me who that was one more time.
Sure, that is the band Phantogram, Phantogram, with a brand new single called It Wasn't Meant to Be. Comes out October 18th on their album Memory of a Day. But you can listen to that single right now, like you just did.
Oh, very nice. We're going to call Tom Merritt. We're going to get
technical. Should I reboot the router, or we're good?
I think we're good. I think you sound good.
Okay. All right.
I think your ISP was just somebody sat on something and they went, "Oh, Bill, get off the thing."
It's pooping is what they're doing.
Yeah. Maybe that's why the guy watching the meters was taking a dump and finally got back. All right, let's do this.
We want Tom.
Tom Merritt, everybody. He is your man about town when it comes to technology news, and today is no different. He comes on the show and talks about what's happening in tech, and we can't wait to hear from him. Tom Merritt, how are you?
I'm good.
Yeah?
You can't see me.
No.
Great.
No, I don't see you at all. But that doesn't mean we won't. Oh, there you. Oh, hello.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Look at that.
I like that.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Hubba.
I'm just so excited because the WinAmp source code is now available on the internet.
What do you do with that if you're a guy who's like, I've been waiting 20 years for the WinAmp source code. Now finally I can blank. What is blank?
Modify it to my heart's content, but not distribute it because the license prohibits me because it's not an open source license, but a copyleft license.
Interesting. So if I wanted to I don't know, relive those glory days and build it the way I used to like it or whatever, I can now do that. I just can't sell it.
Exactly. The company, so it got discontinued in 2013. If anybody doesn't know, WinAmp was a popular media player launched in 97, discontinued in 2013. A company bought its rights and tried to revive it in 2014. They've been working on it since, but announced in May that, they've taken it as far as it can go. Mm-hmm. And so they will issue it it will publish its source code in which they have done today, but it is not open source. So it's not you can take it and distribute it. It's we are opening the source enough for you to modify it and contribute back to the project, but you can't distribute it yourself.
So it's a little bit like when id Software made Doom's source code available. It wasn't so that people could then take it, make their own game, and sell it. But people can make their own games and just have cool stuff for people to download and modify existing builds and same idea.
You can modify it personally and use those modifications yourself. I think what they're identifying is there's a community that loves WinAmp that is happy to, improve it, keep it running bug-free and contribute those things back to the project as long as they can continue to download and use it. So it's I think hedging the bets of the people who own the license of like, oh, we want to be able to make money off this. We don't want to have competitors launched against us. So we're taking advantage of the community's enthusiasm to improve our product, but not going so far as to open source it because that would probably just eliminate what little market there might be left for it.
I have an idea, and this is for the audience because Tom and I and Brian and people like us don't have time for this. But here's what we want. We want some entrepreneurial, brilliant little programmer person out there. We have plenty of them that listen to our shows.
Yep.
I want them to make not just a skin for WinAmp, but WinAmp builds that are designed to be like DTNS specific, TMS specific. I'll provide all the art you need for the TMS side, but the point is like branded for us, but also like pulls up our show, playlist already built in, like becomes a desktop RSS grabbing thing, and you can still use it for music or anything else you want. We make our own branded things that have no sales value. We're not going to sell them or break the
But we
deal.
can't distribute them either.
Oh, good point. Let me ask you that, because in a modern internet sense, if you say to me, here, this code is now yours to do with what you want, but you can't literally give it to anybody ever again, you just keep it yourself?
You can keep it yourself, and you can contribute your modifications back to the original project.
Boom.
So you can keep it from being buggy and stuff like that. Imagine this path, right? You're a WinAmp enthusiast. You love it. You want it to keep going forever. The company is like, I don't know that we can continue to pay developers to keep maintaining this. We'd love you to keep having it. However, we do think that, we want to continue to have it as a product. What if we meet you halfway? We'll put it under a copyleft license. So in other words, we are not asserting copyright over the entire source code. We'll let you modify it. You just can't distribute it. You can't go making a competing product and distribute it at any price, including free. But you as a community can make sure it's well maintained, make sure it doesn't have vulnerabilities and bugs and things like that.
The thing I like the thing I like about the difference between a copyright and a copyleft is the copyleft encourages universal health care and the other one doesn't. That's what I like to do. That's what I like to think of. Well, Tom, that's interesting. And today we'll talk more about it. I have a feeling you got like a lot of listeners who are gonna gonna peak up to that because they're from the era, man. We all were. We loved it. WinAmp was the bomb.
Everybody loves to whip the llama's ass.
Yeah, right? I do. I mean,
that's WinAmp's slogan, by the way. If you're like, what happened to Tom? Is he okay?
back before podcasting was called that, and I was making shows for Infiltration Radio and Extra Life and all that stuff early in those like 99 days.
Yeah.
WinAmp was the default Let's Go product for how to play them. So you would download them off the web, at some slow, horrible speed, and then you would put that 64K MP3 file into WinAmp, and that's how you would listen to shows back then. I have a lot of fondness for that era. It was great.
There was no casting. It was manually downloaded.
Yeah. It was a good time. Anyway.
Yeah, I was a big WinAmp user in my day as well, so I'm with you. The other big thing that's coming on DTNS today is Meta Connect, which is Meta's big conference that'll be starting at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. And it will be usually these days, and everyone expects it to be this time, a demonstration of the roadmap of VR headsets, among a few other things. We'll probably get some new Ray-Ban smart glass kind of stuff as well. They just renewed their deal with SRLuxottica, so I imagine a new model of those might be announced. But it's that kind of stuff that you'll get from Meta.
Brian, have you been tempted by those glasses every time they bring these up?
No, I mean, it's cool. If it would have to be really cheap for me to even consider it right now, and I'm happy with what I've got with the Quest 2. Little Taskmaster here, a little bit of that Exit VR game with the weird Japanese train station that I can't get out of, but that's about it.
Yeah, no, I understand. The other thing on today's show, I will be there, and I'll be talking a little bit more about this new Logitech. So Logitech bought Elgato a long time ago, and they still operate it as kind of its own brand, but they're launching this. Basically, it's like the Stream Deck, not to be confused with the Steam Deck, but a Stream Deck device designed for artists, Photoshop users, people who are working in that kind of stuff, 3D modelers, that sort of thing. We're going to talk about whether that thing's going to be any good or not. I actually think it's
really cool.
Yeah, it's awesome, and it's also multi-platform. I'm very excited about it. So we will talk about that today as well on the Daily Tech News Show, 2 p.m. Mountain Time. Make sure you're there. Tom Merritt, anything else going on in your world that you'd like the people to know about?
We have merged the Tech Tom newsletter and the Daily Tech News Show newsletter. Daily Tech News Show newsletter was simply Zoe on Saturday telling everyone, here's what was on DTNS this past week. And that's now all one newsletter. So if you go to dtns.substack.com or still freetechnewsletter.com, it will give you a free tech newsletter on Thursday with a bunch of tech news and a free summary of everything that was on DTNS on Saturday, sometimes Sunday. And then if you pay to upgrade, you can get the tech news Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And I've been doing audio of the newsletter. So if you get it, when you get it, whether you do the Monday through Friday or just the free version, you will get an audio file of me reading the newsletter to you if you like. So check that out at dtns.substack.com.
It's Tom Merritt, everybody. Watch him as he goes. All right. That was great.
Very good.
Yeah, you sound great now. No issues.
Yeah, I just checked. I was getting some of the strongest download speeds I've ever gotten, and then like crap for upload, and now the upload is just shot back up to a little closer to what I'm expecting. So yeah the ISP just having a little fart. So.
Yeah, which makes sense that you were hearing us so well.
Doesn't make me feel like I got suckered into a Mac Studio. It makes me feel all right. Yeah, it's stupid. One of my two choices for internet service where I live.
You have the same problem as we do. I hate it. Get fiber.
Fiber. Right. Brian lives in a place that should easily get fiber. Get that final mile done, whatever it is. I absolutely do. They skipped over me because of some HOA deal with the existing DSL provider. You dicks.
All right.
Exactly.
It's out of my system now. Let's
right, good.
Let's get who's in here today. It's Randy. No, Nicole. She's busy. She got stuff.
Yeah. By the way, if you have something, I know you did some comfort stuff while you're sick. If you have something, just put it into our little chat, and I can add it while we're playing clips and stuff.
Oh yeah. In today's case, I have nothing because I saw nothing.
You have nothing. Okay. All right. Well, then I'll
Unfortunately, I'm that guy this week.
I will hide your square, and I'll talk a little bit more about other things I've been watching that I'm not using as a recommendal.
Excellent. let's play this sound file.
Well, what do you recommend?
I recommend you sit back and relax while we talk about streaming stuff that we liked during the week, at least two of us. And you maybe decide to queue those up on your own selves and decide if you like them or not as well. Let's join to the program, Mr. Brian. No, who is it? Brian Dunaway's long gone. It's Randy Jordan. Hi, Randy.
Good morning, stream. Just now while you were talking, I dug into a backup that I have that goes like all the way back to 2006 or something.
Goodness.
And I found 291 files from the Penn Jillette radio show.
Oh, wow.
From so long ago. He used to have this radio show online with this guy named Michael Goudot.
Oh my gosh.
I just opened one of the files and I'm like, ooh, it's so cringy.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
Are you able to scroll back in this TMS Discord thing, Randy? Like, can you see the photo I pulled out from 2008 or 9 of
yes
all of us at Buca de Beppo and
look at the young boy Randy in the shot, man.
I know.
Look at this young child we got here. Let me zoom in.
Are you the holder of Fancy Dragon, by the way? Do you have?
I do. I have all the Fancy Dragon paraphernalia in my possession in my archive.
That's who has it. Okay. Yeah, look at you though.
It's worth money, by the way. Look at all the people who are involved in it, except none of us signed it, did we?
That picture is a reminder that I have always been able to spot a camera that's taking my picture.
Yeah.
It's like I can smell them. And
totally. Like
Reggie.
yeah.
Reggie has that talent too.
Reggie's very good at it. It's nice to see Reggie in there. Talked to him the other day. He seems like he's doing all right.
Is he doing all right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He and I have arranged a regular phone call just to check in with each other. And it's mainly me checking in with him because I worry about that guy.
Yeah.
But he seems to be living the life.
Reggie's good, and there's Jen and Bronco in that shot right up front. Just missing these guys. They're all great people.
I know. Yeah.
Well, let's get to it. Brian, you got a clip here we're going to play. What do you want to say about that before we play it?
Yeah, this is, I started watching a TV show about a group of people who are pulled via mysterious ways into a place that they can't get out of. And there are hidden bunkers and holes that they fall down and others that walk around and scare them. And it stars Harold Perrineau and that's all I'll tell you. You might think I'm talking about one thing, but I'm not.
I was curious about this one. I think it's just started its new season. That's probably what you're going to talk about.
Yes, it did. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Let's play it.
Are they gone?
Hard to tell. You okay? Hey, Jim? Hey, you still with us?
Yeah. You said they aren't people.
That's right.
And what are they?
Oh, we don't know. Look. These talismans. They will protect the houses in town. I don't know why it works, but you got one of those, you keep the doors and windows shut, they can't get in. Never tried it on a vehicle.
This is impossible.
Yeah, it is.
I love Harold Perrineau. Why isn't he in more things? I guess we should be glad he's in this thing.
We should be glad he's in this, and he's fantastic in this. This is a TV show called From. Poorly named because it makes it really hard to find information about it on the internet. But it is, I can't believe this thing is, it's just starting its 3rd season. And the first I ever heard about this show was about a week ago. I was watching when we were talking about Sunny, I was watching a recap show about the final episode to make sure that the things I was talking about on Recommendals last week were correct. And they said, the end of the recap show, and we're going to be, now that From is starting back up, we're going to be covering that show next. And I'm like, what? Let me go back. What did he say? Now that when From starts back up, From what? What's this from? And then I hear an ad for it on Howard Stern. And here's the problem. It's on MGM Plus, which is the big problem.
That's
now,
lame.
You can watch this
because Prime owns them now. Just put it on Prime. It's
just
so
put it
dumb.
on Prime. Well, and you can watch it on Prime. As a matter of fact, you can watch. You get a free 7-day trial of MGM Plus, and during that time, you can easily watch the first 10 episodes, the first season of From, and I man, I strongly encourage you to do so. If you liked the show Lost, this thing has so much Lost in it, and it's from the producers of Lost, so there's a reason it's got so much Lost kind of feel to it. Basically it focuses on this little town, and when somebody drives into this town, they take a wrong turn off the highway and they come into this town. Oh no, there's a tree that's blocking the road. All right, well, let's kind of go back. They're automatically stuck in this town. No matter how many times they drive out the other side of the town, it's like a big loop, and they come right back to the town. Harold, and basically like Lost, you've got all these people who've arrived there via different means, and you've got the bus, which is the equivalent of the tail section introduced in season 2. You've got people who are already there, and like the Dharma Initiative, these others are horrific. These actually make this into a horror show as opposed to just a science fiction mystery show. This is the perfect time to start watching this, because this will give you the chills. They do such a great job with the special effects for these other beings that live on the I almost said on the island, that live in this town. Not a lot of people you'd recognize in this thing. Catalina Sandina Moreno, you might recognize. She was in that Mary Grace of God, or what was it called? Maria Full of Grace. That's it. Okay. Yeah. That she got a Academy Award for Best Supporting or Best Actress for. The rest of the folks are kind of like, unknowns. At least they are to me. I guess there's a guy from The Tudors, and the Canadian animated series Franklin, this woman did a voice for, and that sort of thing. So this brings in a lot of newcomers, except for Harold Perrineau, as you'd remember as Michael from Lost, who was always yelling, "Walt! Walt!"
So this showrunner is John Griffin, and I was just looking at his stuff. There was talk of, and then confirmed rumors that they were making a Magic the Gathering show for Netflix.
Oh,
and that
really?
they started that in 2019. It still shows in post-production. My guess is it means it's an eternal, like, who knows if it'll ever happen.
Exactly. Yeah,
but he's got
it's probably in this town is the problem, is this Magic the Gathering is actually in this town, and they can't get out.
And they've got, he's written a Twilight Zone episode. He wrote the movie on Disney Plus called Crater, which I don't know anything about that. So it's kind of like not a lot of info about the kind of things he makes, but this sounds like a star-making turn for this guy, like a real winner.
It certainly could be. Everybody, and I looked at Rotten Tomatoes, I'm like, oh, well, I'd probably never heard of this because it's not very good. No, Rotten Tomatoes gives the thing like high marks. Everybody, and the very few people that I've talked to that know about this thing rave about it and love it, and I don't understand why I haven't heard about this 3-year-old show until
MGM
now.
Plus, baby. MGM Plus.
Formerly Epix and now MGM Plus. Yeah. So here's my recommendation. Get your 7-day free trial of MGM Plus on Amazon Prime. Watch the first season. If you like it, pay $6 and get a month of MGM Plus and watch season 2. Or you can wait until the entirety of season 3 is wrapped up, which just started. The first episode actually came out on Sunday of season 3. I'm only a couple episodes into season 2, but I am devouring this show.
So
I can't get enough.
I got a great confirmation. Prime, without whether you have MGM Plus or not, it doesn't matter. The first 2 seasons are fully on Prime.
Oh, good. Okay.
3 is locked behind the additional sub.
Great, good. All right, so cool. So
at least that
I thought I was still in my 7 days of MGM of Amazon Prime's free thing. So even when that runs out, I'll still be able to watch the first 2 seasons.
Yeah. What's Prime. Crazy is that Real Good reports that Roku Channel has 3 seasons, so maybe they're getting them when they're new. But I think that's ad supported, so I know, whatever. Yeah. Just so you know, you're getting ad supported stuff, but. I'm very, very excited about this one. I've been wanting to see it.
This is a no-brainer if you like Lost, because this feels so much like Lost, even though it doesn't have G. Kino doing the music. It feels like it does. Like I almost played some musical stingers. Chris Tilton is doing the music, and it just feels like I guess he's collaborated with Michael Giacchino and J.J. Abrams on several projects apparently. So he comes from the.
It's also a video game guy, I think. He did a bunch of Assassin's Creed stuff or something.
Mercenaries, Playground of Destruction and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, he did that SimCity soundtrack that is so good. In 2013, 2013 cool. SimCity is garbage as a game, but the soundtrack is a freaking banger. It's so good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, that's great.
So let's talk just a little bit about the mist trope or under the dome trope or whatever you want to call it.
Yes.
Because my recommendal is also pretty much in that trope. Sure. What is it about that we don't get tired of it? Because like we've talked about how when you're reliving the same day over and over, we're kind of tired. Like that's not a trope.
I think it's like a mystery box thing, right? We're suckers for it.
And there's a, these guys do this thing in this show that they really couldn't do in Lost, which is, all right, let's figure out how can we figure out a way out of this instead of the usual, well, let's just keep driving down the road. Nope, we're back in the city. Let's keep driving down the road. Nope, we're back in the city or back in the town. They're like, all right, well, can we get a signal out? Can we go this other route that we know? Can we go down on the water, the creek that goes through it? Certainly that can't wrap around, things like that. So it's a matter of, go ahead.
Do the people talk about it as though they recognize that it's a trope, or are they just like, are they just taking it as it comes?
They're just taking it because in this world, Lost never existed. The TV show Lost never existed. Okay. Or at least some of those people have been there so long. That's the other thing that's different from Lost is that these people didn't all arrive on the same plane kind of thing. They all came from, not just arrived at different times, but from different places. This town, this person came into this town from Indiana. This person came into this town driving down a wrong road in Arizona, that sort of thing. So it is anywhere and nowhere at the same time. There's a guy. Let's see, who's the Victor? Scott McCord. Scott McCord we've seen in a bunch of stuff.
The name's familiar. Scott McCord.
Canadian actor known for nope, I take you back. We don't know. I'm looking at his list.
He looks really familiar though. Why?
He does. Yeah. Atomic Betty, Friends in Here, Deckhouse, Beyblade, Imagination. Wow, a lot of audio, a lot of voice work.
Yeah, I don't know who this is. I swear
Lost
I would know
Girl,
him.
Hemlock Grove, Inspector Gadget, The Blacklist.
Only an episode though, right?
Looks like it. Yeah. The Sinner.
There's a lot of voice work. You're right. Tons of it.
A lot of voice work. 16 Blocks. I saw.
He's in Paw Patrol Mission Big Screen.
All right. So maybe you don't know. Maybe we don't know Scott McCord. But anyway, nonetheless, this is, it's called From. It's just a bad title. It's like naming your band. It's like naming your band Live or the. It's just like
it's not great. I mean, if you search From IMDb, you'll get it, but
you'll get it. Yeah. And if you go to Wikipedia and do From TV series, then you'll get it there as well. Yeah. Oh, the opening theme is a cover of Que Sera Sera, the Doris Day song covered by the Pixies. And usually after the first couple episodes, I'll skip the opening theme and just get right to the show. I'll hit that, skip intro button. I do it here because it scares the crap out of me. The combination of the music and the visuals you get from that opening theme music is enough for me to say, yep, don't need that. I'm skipping it.
Yeah. This the other thing I want to say real quick, Harold Perrineau, underrated. He's great and everything.
Yes. Fantastic, yeah.
I can't believe he was born in 1963. That guy does not age. I don't understand what's going on there.
He looks like he just walked off the set of Lost.
I know.
And now he's got a new son to yell for in this show, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ellis! He was really good, and everyone always forgets he was in the 28 Weeks Later sequel.
Right.
Played a pilot in there. Freaking fantastic. That guy's great. I'm watching this. Check it out, you guys. Available now.
He was great in one of the bright spots of those crappy Matrix sequels.
Oh yeah, he played
dreads and stuff.
Link.
Right?
Was it Link?
Link. Yeah.
Link. Yeah. He was good in that. He was a high point of those otherwise kind of bad sequels.
He was a highlighted Link, is what he was. Yes.
He was Link bait. That's what he was.
That's right. Ah, very good.
Yeah.
Since we don't have Nicole, we don't have one from Scott, I'm going to really quickly talk about a second recommendal. I don't have a clip for it, but that clip would sound like old 50s music and gosh, golly, gee whiz. So Tina and I have been doing this thing where we got the pop chart poster with 100 movies you need to see. And it's one of these where you get, the poster has like lottery ticket scratch off stuff on it, and then as you watch one of the movies, you scratch off the item from the list. Very easy. Makes sense, right?
Yeah.
And these are movies that, let me see if I can pull up the list. These aren't like really hard to see movies. These are all very common, very well-known movies, and I've seen most of them, but decided that what I would do is use the list as if, or basically use the list like I haven't with movies I haven't seen in the last 20 years, because I'd seen so many of these. It's like, all right, I'm going to do it as what I haven't seen in the last 20 years.
Sure.
I can't find my list. Dang it, I don't know where it is. And one of the movies on there is American Graffiti, early second, I think Lucas's second film after THX 1138.
Yeah.
And
first theatrical, I think, because THX I think was just like a student film or something, right?
Was it? Okay,
Something
that would
like
make
that.
sense. Yeah.
I love that movie.
It's such a great movie. Yeah. And I saw it, more than 20 years ago, but hadn't seen it in forever. I could tell you who was in it, and I could tell you it just kind of took place over the course of one evening. But that's about all I could tell you about it. So I'm like, all right, we're going to watch that. And we did. And if you have not seen American Graffiti, it is so, so good. Ron Howard, in between the Love American style thing that inspired Happy Days and before Happy Days, he's basically playing Richie Cunningham in this.
Okay.
But he's not.
Yeah.
Cindy Williams before she was Shirley on Laverne and Shirley, again, kind of.
Oh, I thought it was
weirdly,
after that, not before. It was before
no.
that. Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was before that.
There's no doubt in my mind why Ron Howard became a director and a producer. As an actor, he just doesn't have much to offer.
Yeah. And he had the boy next door, redhead, cool kid, Archie vibe, but it was never, that was never going to explode out into like amazing theatrical stuff later. So you're right. There's no wonder that dude just started directing and producing. Yeah.
So yeah, exactly. Laverne and Shirley apparently was like 3 years after American Graffiti.
Oh, wow. That's wild to me. I always put those the other way. I flip them for some reason.
Yeah, you get this was 73. The movie came out. You get super young Harrison Ford. You get super young Mr. Holland's Opus, Richard Dreyfuss. Mr. Richard Dreyfuss. Mackenzie Phillips playing like a 14-year-old. It is great. It is one of these like self-contained in an evening in Modesto, California, with sweet cars and drive-in diners and
the music,
going places to make out. The music, of course, is fantastic.
It's basically Dazed and Confused for the previous generation.
Yeah, it kind of is. Yeah,
really that's what it reminds me of. I watch it in the same mood when I watched that, and I love that. I love that like slice of a time, kid culture, and it only encompasses like a day or two or less. I love that.
Yeah.
Huge fan.
And it's only 11 years past when it's supposed to take place, right? The movie came out in 73 to take place over summer 1962. And it's really funny how it feels like there's so much time between when this came out and when the movie is set in.
Sure.
Was filmed in Petaluma. Interesting, but set in Modesto. Yeah. That's interesting.
A young Leo Laporte is found running through a scene. Right,
exactly. Leo Laporte sitting there in his Pontiac Firebird or his T-Bird.
How old do you think Leo is?
Oh, we're kidding. We're kidding. We know he's not there.
Yes, he was a baby sitting in his.
Well, he's in his 60s, so he'd have been a teenager in the 70s or something. Right?
Yeah, in the 70s, but not in 1962.
No.
He would have been. Yeah.
No, definitely not. Would have been
anyway. This is great, and I highly encourage. There's a lot of great new stuff that's coming out, which we talk about here, and you absolutely should check stuff out. The Fall Guy Extended Edition. Damn it, because I made the mistake of watching the entire thing. And then it recommended to me after we finished watching it, make sure to watch the Fall Guy Extended Edition. I'm like, oh, damn it. Randy said to watch the Extended Edition.
Yep.
Can you remind us why you said the extended is so much better? I can't remember what you said.
Because you saw the movie and it's very funny. And a lot of the extended edition is just giving the jokes room to breathe. There's just like, there's so many jokes where I'm like, this is freaking brilliant. And I love that they like my best example is the joke where he's sitting in the truck listening to Taylor Swift and crying. And like in the theatrical version, it's funny, but in the extended version, that goes on and on and on, and it just keeps getting funnier.
Yeah, I need to. So I haven't seen it yet, and I'm going to try to make sure I remember that. I need to make sure the version I'm seeing is the version I'm saying.
I'm going to wait a little bit because we just watched it, and then I'm going to watch the extended edition because I
just realized we didn't talk last week. Did you watch the Emmys, Brian?
I watched the last half of it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I didn't feel like going back and watching the beginning, but I did like seeing Ron Howard and Henry Winkler in the old, mock-up of the old Happy Days set.
I was screaming because they said a Happy Days reunion. No, it was just two people.
It's two guys. Yeah.
Are the rest all dead? Is that why we didn't get anybody else? Is Potsy long gone? What's the deal?
Potsy, I think might have been the first one to die. Well, other than, I know Pat Morita died, and the guy who played Al Molino died. I think Potsy.
I think Potsy's out, right?
Ralph Malph might still be alive.
They did the only
Pinky
thing.
Tuscadero might still be with us.
Yeah,
they did the only thing you can do with those two characters, so to speak. But I was just like, man, I was promised something and didn't get it. And then, of course, in other sequences in the Emmys, we got these huge reunions, all kinds of interesting people, or these compilations of people, like when they brought out all the, like all the people who had played cops or what have you, like from different shows. Like that was, I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
Overall, the Emmys just made me want to watch Hacks.
Yeah, which is so good. You should, if you haven't. You do watch Hacks, right? You're caught up and everything.
I'm not. I haven't seen it. I need to.
Yeah, Donnie Most, Ralph Malph, still alive. Aaron Moran passed away, right? Last year or 2 years ago?
I don't know. Did she?
Joni.
Joni.
Scott Baio. I can't understand. Can't imagine why they didn't invite him to the reunion.
Yeah, like Ron Howard's worth $500 million. He's not going to share the stage with that guy.
Right, exactly. Oh, Anson Williams still alive. Okay, he's 75 years old. All right.
Well,
we might have just killed Anson Williams.
Yeah, I was going to say. Now we have search TMS or whatever it is, and we can find it later.
That's right. Oh, look at him. He looks great. And so, well, I guess that's a photo from 2011, but
still, he looked pretty good in 2011.
Still looks good. Yeah.
Quick note that Leo Laporte would have been 15 when this was being filmed. The movie.
Okay.
What do you call it? The one you just said.
American
Graffiti. So he could have been in Cindy Williams' car or something like that. That could have happened.
Sure. Riding the back seat with no car seat or anything.
Yeah, that sounds right. Where is that streaming? Did you say? I can't remember.
Oh, I didn't say, and I forgot. Let me see here. I think it might have been Peacock. Let me pull up justwatch.com.
Yeah.
We also watched Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, which I don't know why it's not dwarves. It's always bothered me that it's not dwarves.
Oh yeah,
is it dwarfs?
That's terrible.
It's dwarfs.
Shit.
Yes, it's Snow White and the Seven
I
Dwarfs.
always thought it was dwarfs.
Yeah, no, it's dwarfs.
Wait, you saw the new one with what's her beak?
No, I haven't seen the new one. The new one isn't out yet, right? We've just gotten a trailer of that one.
I didn't know if that was theatrical or straight to
watched
Disney.
The original. Here and again, haven't seen it in over 20 years. I forgot that they spent about 20 minutes, the dwarfs just getting home from work and trying to get into the house where Snow White is sleeping.
Yeah.
It is like 20 minutes of them tiptoeing around and knocking stuff over and washing their face is like 18 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
There's a lot of music during it, so I figure that's how they get away with it, but it's a weird, long, drawn out, wasted piece of animation.
Is.
Yeah.
All right, American Graffiti. I'm glad I looked this up. Prime Video, but it's leaving in 5 days. So if you have not seen American Graffiti, jump on it in the next 5 days, and then stick around Prime Video and watch From, which is also very good.
Yep, shitoutofluck.com. Check it out. Excellent. Randy, let's swing it over to you and talk about your clip. What do you got here, sir?
So coming off watching the Emmys, I was all set to enjoy a new season of all kinds of shows. And I checked out the new Dancing with the Stars, and I hated it because they have a criminal in the cast. And I checked out the new Survivor, and they basically tell you exactly who's going to get voted off in the first 10 minutes of the first episode.
Yeah.
And I was just like, man, this sucks.
Yeah.
I watched 2 hours of this show, and it was just so boring. And so I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm declaring it spooky season. I'm not going to watch this, all this new crap. I'm going to watch something that is fun for October. So, the autumn started, and like Brian here, I started a show from a few years ago that, man, I had almost forgotten how great this is. The clip you've got is a woman who lives in a little tiny isolated place, and her adult son is coming home after spending 4 years in prison, and she's talking to him on the phone.
All right, here we go.
Your room is all ready. Who's picking you up? Okay, so get to the dock by 9, otherwise you'll miss the breeze and you'll have to wait for the bell. There's only 2 ferries these days.
He knows the boat schedule, Annie.
No, he was just asking if you knew the boat schedule because he just can't wait to see you. Do you need anything else? Clothes or shoes or anything? Eat?
Oh man, Midnight Mass, baby.
Oh my gosh, there were so many things that I'd forgotten about this show, and it is so freaking good. Everything, the music, I can't get over it. Like some of the set pieces in this show, like they really went to town on this like deserted beach where they built their set. All of it, almost everything you see was built for the shooting of this show only. And like I was just really enjoying all of those sets and shots, and the tone that it gives you from the beginning. It's like Brian was talking about, set in a place that's basically cut off from the rest of the world. And in this case, we start with there's only 2 ferries to this island, and then pretty soon there's nothing. You're stuck here. I can't imagine what it would be like to live in a place with 125 people.
Yeah,
and like power that turns off at 10 p.m.
They really evoke something with the location that becomes really important. I mean, the entire thing is amazing, and that guy doesn't know how to make anything crappy, but the tone of it depends on that setting so much, and makes it feel like a wholly new kind of, if you even want to call it horror. The show is not really, it's not really a horror. It is, but it isn't. But it's like, that's what Flanagan does. All his shit is like this. It's like deeper, better, Haunted House on Hill House, whatever the hell it was called. That was a similar vibe for me. Those are the 2 strong points of his stuff so far. And this felt like that, but with just these added bits of, like what the scene where Saracen, I call him Saracen from...
I know, yeah.
Anyway, that kid out in the water, that's all I'll say about that. But that scene, it's unlike anything I'd seen on TV. Just unbelievably cool. Everything about it. So good.
Yes, and they use all the characters. Like I had another thing I'd really forgotten was that I was going to get to enjoy these meaningful scenes with so many different characters that get developed in this show. And of course, like you might say, well, you got to develop them if you're going to kill them. I don't know that they really many get killed. Like it's not like a horror show. It's really a lot more like a character study. It kind of reminds me of Stephen King a little bit. I don't know.
Well, I would not be surprised. It's his number one inspiration, and he loves all. I mean, he's made 3 Stephen King adaptations already. He made what's the follow up to The Shining? Can't think of it all of a sudden. Dr. Sleep, and I loved his Gerald's Game take. Was amazing.
Right. Yeah.
And isn't he working on, now that he's over at Prime, the rumor is he's doing a proper multi-seasoned Dark Tower adaptation.
Oh, really? Okay.
I'm gonna shit myself. I will shit myself if this
Yeah.
happens. I'm not kidding. On air, I promise right now, patrons, public, everybody, I will poo on air when that happens because I'll be so excited.
Oh, jeez.
I
Okay,
love
now
that.
You do
I
need to
don't want
see-
to believe it when I see it.
And I don't think you haven't seen Fall of the House of Usher yet, right, Scott?
No.
Make that something you watch this spooky season because it's also amazing. It's
It
so
was one of
good.
those things last year when it happened. I was like, I'm watching this. And then I ran out of time and didn't. And then I was, for the rest of the year, I'm like, it's not the right time of year for a show like that.
Yeah,
So this is my year. I'm watching Fall of House of Usher.
It's a great time to watch it. Yeah.
Interesting fact about Midnight Mass, it's the only one of his 5 TV series. It's the only one that he directed, wrote, and edited himself all the way
Every
through.
episode. Yeah.
It's got this vibe that I just can't stop enjoying. Like, I wish it was longer, and so on and so on.
Yep.
It's just Midnight Mass is awesome, and I'm really, really glad I started up because it just like it's more than just put that on the screen in the background while you're cleaning out the closet.
Yep.
It's like
it
demands that you pay attention, and it rewards you for all of the paying attention. The real reason I started it was because I was talking to my kid. You know, he's late 14 years old, and we're talking about what it's like for people who live on little islands and how weird it is, and you got to ride a boat to get home from work and all this stuff. And I said, Midnight Mass takes place on an island, and he's like, "Can I watch it?" And I said, "I don't know. Let me go." And so I put it on for myself only. The very first scene is like way gory, stupidly gory.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Shoot, maybe not
Never
yet.
mind.
Yeah.
We're not ready at 14, I guess. Maybe next year."
Sure. No, that's great though. You've got me all in the mood for some Flanagan. So I think I'll do House of Usher, so I make sure I cram it in, but I would not mind a rewatch of Midnight Mass. It probably is his opus. It's that good.
Yeah, I would jump over, like, The Haunting of Hill House is awesome. And then
Yeah.
Bly Manor, not as great. Midnight Mass, awesome. Midnight Club, really not that good.
Not worth it.
Yeah, and then Fall of the House of Usher is like he's like going back and forth from.
It's like Star Trek movies, right? Every odd one is oh no, I guess it's the other way around. Star Trek movies, the even ones are excellent, the odd ones are not. But this is because Hill House, just watching it and all of a sudden in the corner of your eye you see one of those ghosts that's just hanging out in the edge of a room, and it feels like every hair on my body stands on end. It's like
Yeah, it's so he also has a way of humanizing everyone that is really what sets him apart. Like, as much as I think they're all great on their own, they have the right kind of scares. They're not simply there to freak you out. They're there to have you really invest in these human beings. And that's why Hill House threw me for a loop for months. I was like, that is not a normal haunted house movie. And I hate haunted house movies.
Yeah,
I don't like them because the rules suck. And even in his case, the rules aren't that clear, but it didn't matter because I gave all kinds of shits for these people. I wanted them all to be well and okay. And when they weren't and they were in peril, I felt things that usually horror movies, they're just expendables. Like, I don't think about it. It's so good, man.
I remember when we were talking about Midnight Club, we realized that there was only one jump scare in the entire series. Like only one. Like, how cool is that? There's more than one in Midnight Mass, but
Midnight Club was almost like he's like, I've got some scary little short stories I want to do. Not all of them are great, but some of them are good. What's a way I can make kind of an anthology storyline about these characters, kind of thing.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. Go check it out. We may have talked about it before, but it should not stop you from checking it out again.
Yeah, it's not in quicktms.li, so here you go.
Right.
Now it is.
And I'm going to, and now you can search in that search.tms or whatever it is right now, TMS search. I will throw out a really quick commental.
Do it.
T and I are in the process of watching that new Nicole Kidman horror. I guess it's not horror, but it is when Nicole Kidman's on screen. Just kidding.
Yeah, but she makes you want to go back to the movies, doesn't she? Just go back to the movies.
It's a place where heartbreak even feels good in a place like this.
Me and my husband both like this bullshit, or my
Yes.
ex-husband.
I'd like movie theaters too, Nicole, if I was the only one in them. Anyway, it's that perfect couple thing with Ray Donovan, Sabretooth dude, and Bono's daughter, Lily Houston, or whatever her name is.
Oh, I didn't know she was in
The
it.
perfect couple.
Mm.
It's,
I will watch anything that stars Elle Fanning or Dakota Fanning. So thank you for stopping me.
I do like them.
Yeah, and Dakota's good in this, but here's what it is. It is somebody saying, "Hey, let's do Knives Out, but try and make it with people you'd find on White Lotus."
You actually got me more interested now. That's a
Oh,
really
did
good
I?
description.
Shoot.
That's a very compelling description, man.
How about a show with a murder mystery where you just kind of hope everyone gets murdered?
Well, now I'm hooked. Now I'm in. Sign me
Okay,
up.
damn it. All right.
Damn
Well,
it.
shoot.
Because, I mean, White Lotus is just one of the greatest things that's ever been made.
White Lotus is great, but yeah, I guess if I heard that, I'd say it's a great description as well. But all right, Knives Out, but if you only starred Kardashians.
Oh wow.
There you
Okay.
go. Good job.
All right. I am
Was that
fully
was
off.
that the garlic to your Nosferatu that we needed there?
Yeah, I'm out.
Good.
I'm done. I'll never watch this thing now that you've said it
Good.
that way.
All right. Good.
Good Lord. All right.
Perfect.
I'll one quick little file just to tell you what I've been up to.
Yeah, that's what she said.
That's not it. Jeez, I got the wrong file. I was trying to play the one from
Good file.
the Harry Potter, the Colonel Potter one. She said.
That's what she said.
Yeah, and I lost it. Let me try this one.
Do what you're.
No.
Yeah, that's what she.
Here it is.
That's what she said.
All right. I've been watching MASH in the background. That's all I have to say. Just MASH. It's MASH.
Just what? While you're doing the show?
No, just in general. That's why I haven't had time to sit and focus on anything. And I had COVID. Nothing sounded good during COVID. I just couldn't watch and focus. So I just watched a lot of MASH. And I recommend that as a thing to do if you're all in the mood for it. So I watched that on Hulu, although I'm seeing it through Disney because I have the Hulu Disney combo. And it's all there and it's all great. And I enjoy the hell out of MASH. You can find all the things we've talked about today up on quicktms.li, and they'll be at your fingertips. Thanks to Brian Ibbott's site that he just updated.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Go check it out. Randy, real quick, I want to read something to you that we found on the searchtms.com website just now as I search for Randy. All right. Let's just play where it was from, right? Okay, this is after you left one of the segments. All right. So here's what we said. Oh, it's not playing. My apologies. Here we go.
The newish one, yes.
Yep.
Yeah, in German,
yeah.
In German, it's called Das Bokende.
Oh, well.
Oh, good.
You
now somebody doesn't have to translate you into German.
Thank goodness.
Save them the trouble.
Bye now. All right. Randy is now gone from the building. There are no Randys in the building.
Right. Only Randy's in the
Only Randy's in the building. Wait, that doesn't work. Then there'd be only Randy's.
No, it'd be no.
That's the kind of conversation we have when you leave.
Yeah. I do listen. I listen.
Yeah.
So if you ever wonder what we say about you after you've left, it's really nothing very exciting.
Nothing exciting at all. We don't even know what we're saying. Yeah. Go ahead.
I just searched it, and the transcriptions are terrible. I'm looking at don't look at the transcription. Listen to the clip.
Yeah, exactly.
Some of them some of them are right on, but they don't make any sense individually.
Yeah.
But the fact that you can do this at all, I'm blown away by it.
It's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Randy, you have a fantastic week. We'll see you next time. Halloweenie Peenee Poopoo. All right.
Okay.
But I don't know where that came from, so ignore me. Let's move on, shall we, to the end of today's program. I'm on the wrong tab. Here we go. Quick text from a listener. This is from nobody in particular. For a TMS recommendal, Untold, the Sign Stealer. This is a sports documentary about a guy from the University of Michigan accused of stealing opponents' signals.
Oh, cool. Like figuring out. Yeah, that's awesome.
I love stuff like that, so I'm going to check this out. Let's see where it's streaming just so we can give people a proper thing from whoever this was. Thank you for this. We like when you guys pipe in and tell us what you like. Sure. Here it is. Sign Stealer TV episode. And it isn't coming up. Oh, Netflix. So watch that. Netflix. Available now.
Netflix.
I guess that Untold series. Oh, the Untold series is really good. That's the one they did of they did a version of it for the 99 Woodstock. They had another version of some other thing. I know what it was. The the freak out between the Indiana Pacers game. Do you remember that one where like it almost became like a giant riot and people were like players were chucking things at fans and all that? Do you remember this at all?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And it was called Meltdown at the Arena or some name. I don't know. Anyway, that Untold series has a great thing on that. So yeah, I'm all in. I'll check this out. This sounds great. And it's almost always sports stuff. So, or maybe it is only sports stuff. I don't know. Anyway, that's it for that. Let's take our leave. A reminder that we do have a show tomorrow. Wendy will be here. We'll have a little Thursday edition of the show. We hope you all come for that. And nothing much else today, although I do have DTNS later, and I think a video going up for some WoW people if you're interested in that. Brian, you got anything going on today that you want to mention?
No. Big 20th anniversary episode of Covervilles tomorrow, and thanks to, I think it was Ken from Chicago pointing out on Threads that the 20th anniversary is the Emerald anniversary, so decided it's going to be all songs that contain green or jade or emerald or something like that in the titles. So green songs.
Okay, that's awesome. I can't wait. That is awesome and a huge milestone, man. You should be proud. That's great.
Thanks. Yeah.
Freaking 20 years. There's like, I can count on 3 fingers how many people are even close to that. You know?
Yeah.
The 2 you mentioned and you.
You can also count on one finger who started a month before me and is still producing Evil Genius Chronicles.
Yeah.
Damn it.
And this is the finger Brian held up. I just want to note that. He held up his middle finger. Not saying he doesn't like it.
I love Dave Slusher. I'm kidding.
It is funny that you were like that. Count on this one finger.
Yeah. No, I did that on purpose. Yeah.
That was great. That's it for today's show. If you want to find out more, frogpants.com/TMS. Oh, quick note about the stickers. It is now fixed. The shipping is not being charged. Taylor apologizes. She forgot to click off a thing. Those who did get it or have already put orders through, you've been refunded already for your extra shipping charge. So it's all super easy peasy. And everybody else can go there now, frogpants.shop, and you will not be charged shipping regardless of your location. All right? All right.
Just a quick reminder, we do have Playdate coming up on Friday. Some Jackbox games probably because we did Among Us last time. So back to Jack.
Yep. I'm thinking about, so what I might do is a middle ground solution. Instead of buying the dirty pack, I'm going to just download some like popular drawful / other whatever ones let us do
whatever
it. Just see
custom packs people have created that are popular.
Yeah, I want to see how that goes first before we commit to that, because the Naughty Pack's getting mixed reviews, so I don't know if I want to pay $30 for that. Yeah, can't decide. Anyway, Brian, let's get out of here in the tradition we're used to, which is to play a song, a request perhaps.
Well, and this one's going to be very personal to you, Scott. Sarah wrote in and said, my name is Sarah. I was the one who delivered Scott some Girl Scout cookies. My 12th birthday is September 20th, and there's no show that day, but if you can play a cover of Whatever It Takes by Imagine Dragons, I'd love to hear it. If you can't find a good cover, please do Shut Up and Dance With Me by Walk the Moon.
By the way,
Shut Up. Dance With Me by Walk.
They very kindly invited me to her birthday celebration on Friday, the 20th, I guess it was.
Yeah.
But I still was positive for COVID, and I didn't go. So I feel bad that I couldn't go, but I didn't want to bring COVID to the party.
Sure.
Of course they understand, but I felt bad. Anyway, happy birthday to her. She's a total sweetheart and deserves all the fun she had.
And this is Win Magus's daughter, and he says, thanks for everything you do. Love the show, though, signed Win Magus. So,
nice.
Very cool. I haven't played a cappella on here in a while, and Straight No Chaser is one of the best a cappella bands out there. They transcend kind of that typical collegiate a cappella and really add extra things to the song instead of just trying to recreate every single instrument in the original with their voice.
Sure.
Straight No Chaser is awesome. And on their 2018 album, One Shot, they do a cover of Imagine Dragons' Whatever It Takes. This goes out to Sarah.
Nice. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Come back then, you hear?
This show is part of the Frog Pants Network. Yes. Get more at frogpants.com.
The morning stream. Oh!
Is that Sour Shoes?
I don't know.